My name is Emmelence Higgins. I am a care home manager for Barlochan House Care Home. I have been here for 11 years, come March the 19th. At Barlochan House, we are lucky to have a peacock, which we have inherited from the next door neighbor, and the residents are the one who look after the peacock, feed the peacock. We have called Peter, that's resident choice, and when you call it, Peter follows you. We have a cat called Harvey. Harvey was donated to Barlochan Care Home by one of the social workers. He came with his brother. Unfortunately, the brother died, but Harvey stayed, and he's doing very good here. We have a bearded dragon, which belongs to one of the residents, and the bearded dragon been here for over 2 months. It is very interesting to see when animals are around the resident. Even some residents, you think they may be not following what is happening, but when they see an animal coming towards them, you can see them trying to touch it, trying to talk to the animal, and you can see their eyes quite brightened up. It makes such a big difference for them because some of them have had animals before they came to the care home, and they bring such a comfort to them. It's almost, it's kind of, it gives you self-belonging, kind of something to look after. You're in charge of it, and the resident take responsibility to say, this is the cat, I'm going to be looking after the cat. They look out for what is the cat going to be eating. They are aware of that if the cat has been fed or not been fed. They give them a sense of responsibility. The staff are engaged in helping the resident look after the animals. The staff get involved in supporting the resident to clean if it's a cat tray, or for the bearded dragon, the tank gets cleaned and the newspaper have to be changed, and so the resident will be supported by the staff to do that. If you see a resident who is becoming distressed, who will be vocal, and you bring their like to be in touch. Not everybody who like to touch the animals, but you get to know your resident, you get to know which one brings them comfort. And then you bring a cat beside them, they sit on their laps, and they cuddle, they touch it, they stroke it, and you can see them, the anxiety being elevated, and they become calm and engage in a normal way. We have a couple of residents basically who like to sit at the front door, and when the peacock comes, there is one resident who buys the worms, and she will go out and to feed the peacock. There is another lady who goes out, sweep around to brushing where the peacock has been, because he leaves these feathers. So the two ladies are always sitting at the front door. They're always looking out. One is feeding, one is looking after it, and they're looking after the environment as well. I think it becomes, for the animals, it does play a big part in the residents' lives, because it's something they talk about it. It's something they look out to see. Never a dull moment, because the peacock could be doing something, the cat could be doing something. Even they bring a mice at the front door is a topic to talk about it, or running away from the peacock, or coming to talk to the peacock is just a talking point for the resident, and they get engaged between themselves and with them and the staff as well. I would absolutely encourage it, because it has made a massive difference for us. As a resident belongs to see those animals. It's a responsibility they have to look after them. It's something to be recommended, because it has made a massive difference for us and our residents in the care home. Before somebody come to the care home, we always engage in moving a period of coming in the care home, you always encourage them to bring whatever they want it to be, because they'll be their home for as long as they want to be, and you want to be settled. And some, for those people who have got pets at home, they are encouraged to come. And as long as you talk and you have to have a discussion to say who's going to be responsible for that animal or that pet. If it's a dog, who's going to be walking the dog? What time is the dog going to be walked? Which can vary from time to time. But it does not mean they're going to give a responsibility to the care home, but the home will support them to look after their animals. I can only say that having pets has made a big difference for Barlochan. It's something we've got to continue to encourage to do. We're having another kitten in 3 weeks' time for another resident who lost their cat, and we are looking forward to that.